Well, we're off. Just left pre-op. Headed to the subway. Another really early morning. Had to be here at 6:30 a.m. With no exceptions. Had to be here at 6:30. Although I saw people walking in later. But it's okay. I was there on time. Didn't matter that I got up at 4 a.m. to do it. And our retrieval day is set for tomorrow. Really nervous about it. Trying to think positively, trying to calm myself down. I suffer from anxiety, so it doesn't take a lot to get me wound up. Blood pressure was high. I don't know, it was like 153/86 or something like that. No, I think it was 140 something. It came down at one point, but it was still too high. And I'm sure that's a result of, how I'm feeling internally. Given the trigger shot last night, hand was just shaking. Luckily, I had the circles drawn on my upper outer quadrant of my buttocks, so I knew exactly where to inject. But I had to do it at 10:15, and time was running, and ended up giving the shot at 10:20. But I told everybody, and they said that was fine. But they were so precise about the time, I felt like I had to be precise too. But anyway, ready for tomorrow. Kind of stressed. Trying to stay positive. And I'll tell you more about it later. Well, I'm walking to the train, and I came back to say, I'm trying to figure out how this all happened. How did I get here? How this happened so quickly? I know tons of people talk about the waiting that they go through. I haven't had any waiting, really. I'm like, whoa, let's slow down. I responded so quickly to the medications. I was only on them for like 8-9 days. So I'm like, how did we get here so quickly? It's just, we're here. And, like it or not, I'm just like, oh my God, how did this happen? I'm so overwhelmed. It's funny, at the pre-op class today, I spoke with a woman who is having her transfer same morning as me, a little bit before me at 6:30. She has to be there at 6:30, I guess. And she said to me, that she didn't want to do it. And I turned to her and I smiled and I said, thank you for saying that, because neither do I. And it's funny because people so rarely are honest about that. She's like, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to do the whole process. And she said, every day when I went to the doctor, I said, can I quit? Can I quit? And why don't we ever talk about that? There's nothing wrong with that. And that's normal. It's a normal feeling. And I'm sure it's a feeling that not just her and I share. So it's just really interesting to me that no one ever talks about the fact that not everyone is, has baby fever. It's okay if you do, but it's perfectly fine if you don't. So, I'm still going through with it. Hasn't changed anything. And I've explained my reasons for that, several times. But it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot.